Hey guys, it's Justin again with a special unboxing work in progress. Hopefully I'll be able to finish this all in one video thing. This is the 1:100 Canon or something. I don't remember what it was listed as. I bought it on eBay. I got the last one. It's basically just a resin gun for 1:100 scale kits. And I guess it was labeled as being Federation use, but I don't see why you couldn't slap this on a Zaku or anything like that. I really like the way it looked. I've seen it pop up a couple times, and I've kind of like clicked it and looked at it and stuff like that. But it wasn't until I was working on the Ez8 that I decided that this would be bought, and this would be the weapon that the Ez8 used. So this is going to be my heavy weapon for my Ez8. It's not going to fit in the backpack because it's not collapsible like the bazooka that comes with it, but I'm not building the backpack or anything like that. I'm just going to slap this on the Ez8 and call it a day. I've gone ahead and I've already checked off and made sure I had all the pieces. So what I'm going to do is cut it open and show you guys the pieces and see what they look like. The cast, based on light inspection anyway, looks really nice. It's very clean, very not too much in the way of cleanup, but we'll see as we get a closer look at everything. You can already see a really nasty mold line that I'm gonna have to clean up, but that's fine. This is resin. All that is to be expected. Get out of there. Okay. So we've got the main piece of the barrel. This is the front barrel. The gate here is on the back. Just a little bit of sanding down the bottom. And actually I might not even have to do that because this covers it all up. So I just slap that in there like that. But I do have to fix that probably because that doesn't quite line up properly because it's a little bit bent. But it plugs in like that. You can get an idea how big this thing's going to be just based off of that. But let's see, we've got this piece that goes on top of that, so you just kind of slap that right there. Looks pretty good. Let's see how much of this I can mock up before having to clean it or anything like that. It'd be great if these fit. I think those are actually little gates. Yeah, so I can fix those. That's fine. This goes here in the back of this thing. It plugs in kind of like that, and then that plugs into there like this. Where'd it go? That. Again, gates. This little ammo drum thing plugs in like that, and then this locks this into place. These little rods will, not that one, these ones will go in here, just like that. There's some bad things in here. I need to re-drill these holes just so the pieces fit properly. But all in all, it's a pretty straightforward kit. I don't see any need for, I think the instructions are just kind of there to illustrate what you're putting together. But as a whole, it's pretty straightforward. Not a whole lot of cleanup. Most of the gates and stuff are on flat surfaces, so that should be really easy to deal with. Sand these down just a hair, all that good stuff. But like I said, I'm going to try and get all of this done on one video, so hopefully I'll be able to jump into cleanup here in a minute, and then we will, after soaking it in purple powder and all that good stuff, of course, start painting it and pin it, put it together. So I'll be back in a second. Alright, well that's got to be a record for me. It took me about maybe 10 minutes to get this guy all pieced together. There's still pieces that fall off because it's not pinned, but as far as cleaning is concerned, it's pretty much done. You can get an idea of what it looks like. Actually, besides like the main body, you really don't have to do a whole lot in the way of pinning on this thing, because the way it fits together, you just kind of need to pin like this section right here, and it'll just kind of hold itself together. But I think I'm going to go ahead and pin most of it just to be on the safe side, so that I don't have to worry about anything later on. But it's quite the big rifle, and it looks really good. I'm going to have to go in here and do a little bit of detail cleanup. There's like a, let me pop that out. The bigger parts are like, there's like a, zoom in, there's like a mold line along the top of that I'm going to have to fix. Same thing with the side here on that, just a little bit of flash. But like I said, as a whole, it's pretty nice. Just a couple of minor spots that it needs sanding out, and that is no problem to fix. Actually, I'm gonna have to sand that down too. I didn't even see that until just now. Just some minor cleanup here and there. Nothing a little bit of sandpaper and some elbow grease won't fix. And then it is off to the purple pond, where it will soak for the evening, and then it's pinning, and we are good to go. And I actually didn't have to do anything with this piece, just kind of wedging it into place, kind of got it where it needs to be, and it's a really snug fit. Like, it doesn't come off at all. It actually might. There you go. So it works. It looks good. I'm really excited to snap this together and stick it on the Gundam. The only problem that I see that is going to come from this is the weight of the gun itself might be a bit much for the Gundam to handle. And if that becomes an issue, I guess we're going to put some super glue on the joints and make them super tight. But hopefully it won't come to that. So we shall see. We shall see. But yeah, like I said, it plugs into itself like that, and this piece kind of, well, let me put this on first. There we go. And then this plugs into this, and it locks all this into place. And it's not the most secure thing ever because it's not pinned, but it does hold everything pretty well, I will say. And this kind of fits right in there. And that's pretty much it. So, like I said, doing a little bit more cleanup on it, and then off to the pond it goes. So I will do a cut, and I'll come back when it's all pinned, and then we'll start painting. So I'll be right back. Alright, so here we are, fully cleaned, pinned, and I put the metal pieces in just so you can see what they look like. So we're going to stick this together again, and we're going to see how well it sticks together. Now, again, some of these parts, I mean, they all fit together really well, but I haven't had to do any fixing or anything like that. I could probably do a little bit of fixing on like the main section of the gun, because it likes to lean a little bit, but that's just because there's no way to actually pin it because it's two sections, or at least I don't know of any way to pin it because of the way that it fits together. But once again, just kind of, this pin actually was supposed to go through the handle, but this works just as well, I suppose. And this is where my issues with the mold come from. I guess I could do 2 pins in this, but it's not too bad. I'm sure if I just glue it properly, it'll work. But And there we go. So without the assistance of me, trying to hold it together, it pretty much, I can hold one end or the other, and it stays together pretty nicely. The metal pieces are a nice touch, I think. So it'll look really good, I think, when it's all colored up and put together. It's got lots of neat little bits to do some hand painting on, but I'm pleased with it. Pretty cool. I test fitted the hands on it. I'm gonna have to modify one of the trigger fingers, but so far everything looks good, works good. So we're gonna go ahead and get painting, so I will see you in 1 second. Okay, so we've gone ahead, we've painted everything. I've got it the colors that I want it. Pretty nice, very simple construction like you've seen. It's a fun little build, and it was pretty straightforward to paint, so all I gotta do now is put decals on it, panel line it, and weather it, but I'm gonna skip that for this. So there you go. The rifle for the 1-100 Fetty suits. Very cool little resin kit. Not too expensive. I don't remember what I paid for it. I think it was like $20 or $30. But I got here pretty quickly, and it was a really easy build. That pin needs to be glued in. But otherwise, we are a go. So thank you guys for watching, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I will see you next time. Later.